Hey YouTube, this is Quentin from Network Creations TV, and I'm finally back with my review of the Nexus 7 tablet. Excuse me. So let's just get right to it. The tablet itself has a nice form factor. I really like it. It's thin. It's easy to hold in your hand, read books, browse the web, whatever you want to do. You'll notice it has a front-facing camera on the front. No software, no hardware buttons because it has software buttons, which I'll show you later. On the back, it has the Nexus logo with the speaker grill. On the bottom, it has the Asus logo. Also on the bottom, you have your 3.5mm headphone jack, your USB jack or micro USB jack. On the side, you have 3 pins for a docking station, which I don't believe has been released yet, not that I know of. That's about it. Also on this side, you have kind of on the back curved section, you have the volume rocker and the power button, which I don't really care for, but it's not a deal breaker. Settings are pretty basic, just like on the phone. I mean, on an ice cream sandwich and a jelly bean, you know, nothing really new. As you can see, I was telling you about my battery life. The battery life, like, I've been up 12 hours and 36 minutes, and I'm down to 64%. So that's pretty good. Now, admittedly, I haven't been really using this tablet that much. I mean, 69% screen time. I've been on screen time is about an hour, which that ain't. I've had more screen time, you know, but you can generally get through the day on this with this tablet. It's pretty good. This is the Gmail app, which, as you've probably seen, is not a whole lot changed in it. You can see you can rotate it and view it in landscape mode, you know, but pretty much the same thing. Nothing really new or anything with it. Another thing that's really neat about this tablet is the Wi-Fi really works really well. I use it with my Wi-Fi and it works really good. Connects really good to it. The only real issue I have is the GPS signal. Sometimes it searches and searches for the GPS, you know, because the Wi-Fi assists the GPS, and it doesn't find it, and it drains the battery down if you don't watch it, especially if you just have it sitting somewhere and you're not using it. And I don't know if this is unique just to my tablet or if it's widespread. It may just be unique to my tablet, but basically you just have to restart it and then you're good to go. But this has happened a couple of times, but that's a negative, but that's really one of the only negatives on this tablet. The YouTube app is a little revamped, and this is on Android anyway. I mean, I think even on they just redid it, so the app itself is redid. I don't think it's unique to Jelly Bean, but it's really cool on this tablet how you can slide you have all your subscriptions on one pane, and then you can slide it over and select your subscriptions from this pane. Excuse me. Another thing about this app that's really neat is one of the widgets that I like. It's called the My Library widget. And basically I'll swipe it away just to show you how it works and how you install it and configure it. As you can see, it has a typical app drawer with the card stack animation, which is kind of cool. It's unique to, I mean, ever since Ice Cream Sandwich, Jelly Bean's a little different in the widget area, in that the widgets are separated by these little square borders, outlines. But we're gonna go over to the My Library widget so I can show you how that works. Here's the My Library widget, and then you just basically hold it, just like you've probably seen before, and when you drag it to your screen, it'll give you the option of selecting your entire library, music, magazines, books, or movies and TV. So I just choose the whole library, which is kind of cool. And also, when you move these widgets around, they'll accommodate, however, the space. So you can see how it kind of moves around. And it normally works better. It's kind of shaky. We can look at the magazines, which I haven't really did a lot with these. I haven't looked at them a lot, but it's all right. I mean, if you want to, like, say if you're reading an article and you don't want to view all the different the pictures, and it's really hard to read that way anyway, you can go right here and click view text and just view the text, and it makes it easier to read. So that's pretty cool. But like I said, I haven't really used the magazine section a whole lot, so I don't know that much about it. But it looks like it's pretty cool. I'll probably use it in the future. But I have magazines on my iPad. Another thing is cool is the movie section. It's a little different, and when you get this, you get the $25 credit with Play Store, and you get the Transformers movie. You can also scroll over and you can order TV shows. You can put your personal videos on there, but not a lot because it's only 16 gigabytes. So, videos eat up a lot of space. The music app is a little different. Not a whole lot different, but it seems to sound better also, I noticed. I don't know. I don't know if they improved the audio codecs or what, but it does seem to sound a little better, slightly, and it has an equalizer just like Ice Cream Sandwich. Another thing about this tablet that I really like is I like Google Books. And I know that Google Books has always been around for a while, but it's really nice on this tablet. The form factor makes it really neat for reading. And you can see it has the nice page turn animation. And also, you can go up here to the settings, and you can adjust your brightness. You can adjust the fonts. You can have a day or night mode. Night mode basically changes the lettering. It changes the background to black and the lettering to white, which I've never used that a whole lot. That may be something you might want to use. I think I really prefer the daytime mode, but I've never tried it, so it may be something useful for you. But I'm gonna change it back. But you can see how that it works, and see how it kind of transitions. It's got that smooth transition, which is kind of cool. And then of course, your books have the little carousel look, either way, in portrait or landscape. But Google Now, basically, to get to it, you press your home button, swipe up, and you have your search. And this little X window is called a card, and it has my weather and my location. You can select more cards. It has my time to work, and it did have another card with my a college that's located near me, but it doesn't have it right now. But I haven't been a lot of places anyway with this tablet, so. But more places you go, the more cards you accumulate, if you allow that. When you set this up, it'll ask you if you want to allow Google Now. Okay, let's try a search and see how that works. Let me see. I'm gonna try to call it out. Google. What was the score between the Kansas City Chiefs and Atlanta Falcons?
The Chiefs lost to the Falcons 40-24.
Okay, and that kind of blows because I'm a Chiefs fan. But anyway, you can look up scores, information about people. You can do definitions. I tried a definition, but it wasn't working right, so I didn't want to show it. It worked really well one time, but sometimes it doesn't work, so I don't want to really short on the video, but you know, you can click here and I can go to the NFL Network's mobile site, and then if you can of course request the desktop site just like on Ice Cream Sandwich, and it'll bring up the desktop site. And you know, we don't really need to see that anymore. I know what happened. So, and speaking of the browsers, while we're here, this is the Google Chrome browser, and you know, it's just like Chrome is the default browser on the Nexus 7 basically, and Jelly Bean period. But I noticed on the Nexus 7 it was installed. On the Galaxy Nexus it wasn't by default, at least not on mine. So but the default browser is Chrome, and it has your recent things you visited. You can go to other devices. You know, with Chrome you can sync everything across all your devices now, so you can view pages from your other devices, which is cool. You know, you have your mobile bookmarks and your desktop bookmarks, but that's pretty neat. I like it. One thing I wish they would add is a battery percentage, so you can know how much your battery, how much battery you have left. I mean, I have an app for that, a battery widget or app, so that's something you can do. I mean, but it would be neat if they had that in there. But overall, I really like this tablet. I don't have any issues with it. The form factor is just right. Of course, you can add. It's got the folder where you can add. You can take apps and make folders, and drag them to the desktop or to your and it's fun to your you can drag them to your home screen and make a folder like so, and then you just type in, name it, and then you have the typical the Ice Cream Sandwich or Google Jelly Bean keyboard, which works really well. So far I haven't had any issues with it, and and this is just here. I mean, it works a lot better in on other applications, and you can just swipe them away if you don't want them. And it works better than this. I'm kind of messing up because I'm trying to do this behind my iPod. So but it works. It does work really well. I mean, as far as the interface, and it's really fluid and smooth. So, but anyway, that's about it. I mean, another thing I wanted to talk about is the camera app, the forward-facing camera app. This app does not come with the phone. Basically, when you get this, I mean, not with the phone, excuse me, the tablet. This app, you have to, when you get the tablet, it has a camera, but it doesn't have the camera app installed for some reason. I don't know why they did that. So you could go on the Play Store and Google Nexus 7 camera app, and you can download it, and it's free. And I don't know why they did that. Oh, another thing is of course the dock here. It holds 6 applications, and then you have your center section for that opens your app drawer, which that can't be moved, but you can move all this and change it. I chose to keep it the same. I think the only thing I added was a media folder, but I kept everything else the same. And and also with the issue with it not rotating on the home screens, I've heard that you can whoops, I don't want to show that on there. It's not nothing bad, but nothing. Anyway, you don't want to if you want it to rotate. What I've heard is you can install a custom launcher and it will rotate, but I don't want to install a custom launcher. I kind of want to keep it the way it is now, as I like the stock launcher. But that's just the idea of what I've heard. You might want to try out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you an idea of just what an everyday person would like with it, and maybe give you some ideas what you might like about it. But I appreciate you watching my video, and have a nice day.